Welcome back to TuTube, home to Home and Away, and we are very excited to introduce this next guest who's come all the way from Summer Bay.
We are, of course, talking about Andrew Morley, aka Spencer, who's right beside us.
Hey! Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for the invitation.
Not at all. So tell us a little bit about what it was like joining such an established show with such an established cast, because you've been in there for about 2 years or so.
Yes, and I was actually, I don't admit it too much, but I was a fan of the show when I was like 12, 13, 14.
So did you freak out when you met loads of the characters?
Yeah, especially Alf.
Yeah.
I think everyone in
Who even
their
did your
life...
ice bucket challenge, didn't he?
I did!
Which is amazing.
Do you know, I went to him, I was like, man, I need to do this ice bucket challenge, would you do it? And he's like, what is it? Oh, it's for that thing. I was like, yes, he knew about it. I'm like, cool, can we do it now? He's like, all right, I gotta go quickly.
That's brilliant.
And I guess your character, Spencer, is bipolar, so did you do a lot of research into kind of that area of the character?
No, that's just me. No, I did. It's, I did, and that's why I got involved with ReachOut.com.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's where once I realised that the character kind of had a mental health illness, I then researched behind all that and realised that ReachOut.com kind of is the first kind of point of call for a lot of people that have issues with stress or anxiety or depression or sexual orientation. And I thought, that's a nice little hub. I'm going to get on board and support them and raise awareness around it.
And you have, and that's, you're here in Ireland doing a lot of work with Reach Out as well right now, aren't you?
I am. So ReachOut.com, I've talked to a school today down in Stranraer. I don't want
No, don't even ask me, guys.
It's okay. You're just all over Ireland.
I was talking to some girls there.
Donegal, isn't it?
Yeah, Donegal, yeah, that's right.
There we go.
Otherwise, yeah, there's a couple other organisations that I'm supporting. One's Oscar's Law, and that's a campaign to abolish all puppy farms in Australia. And I realised I talked to the girls at Dogs Trust and realised that there's a big problem here in Ireland as well in terms of the export of dogs to the UK. And the kind of the underground industry. Like, you'll have puppy farms up to 900.
We know you're obsessed with dogs because you just look at your Instagram, there's about 1 million pictures of you and your dog. What's it called?
Tessa. Come on, man.
It is adorable.
Yeah, and I got her the 2 weeks into Home and Away. I moved to Sydney, I was completely alone, so I committed myself to a dog, and she's my life partner.
So you say you moved to Sydney kind of for the show. You're from a small town. Was that a huge, just kind of, not even change in terms of life, in terms of like being in the spotlight, but your whole life in terms of moving to a big city, moving to all these different...
Completely, yeah. You leave all your family and friends, and that's why I got Tessa. It was just going from this tiny country town of maybe... Well, we didn't even have a pub. And then we only had a fire station, and I was a member of the fire station. We can go into that if you want. Yeah. But yeah, and then into the big city. It was a big change.
Yeah. Right. And in your spare time, you are a firefighter as well.
I am, yes.
You've got the body for it. That's the main thing.
This
we
is
don't have a pole at our station,
seeing him with clothes on.
I know, yeah, that's crazy. That's the other thing, actually. A lot of the characters, it seems to me, if you're in Home and Away, you have to be very, very fit. So did you have to buff up for the character?
I'm conscious of how I look. I try not to be too self-absorbed, but of course, you know. And I'm very
actors,
careful.
I'm sure, you know, usually send your headshot, just send a torso shot, no?
That's right. Do you want to pan down? Sure you want the shirt on? We're at school. Come on, guys.
In terms of the character as well, like, how involved do you get with storylines and stuff? Do you have any say at all?
Yeah, you have a little bit.
Yeah.
It depends, you know, occasionally. I've tried to kind of influence a couple of things, but sometimes they've just got it set in stone.
Because I guess everybody sitting at home probably wants you to end up with the love of your life.
Maddie.
Yeah. What's going to happen?
I truly myself believe that Spatty are meant to be together.
Spatty, I love it. Are you going to get back together?
I can't say, but at the moment, there's no, I'm not saying anything.
Can you give us any spoilers? You have to give us something.
Yeah, he finds someone online. Which goes completely...
Interesting.
Not the way he thought it would go.
He's going to end up on an episode of Catfish. Maybe. Oh, wait, that's maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, that's right.
What's been the biggest challenge, I guess, with being part of the show? Is there any negative sides to it? Is there any kind of...
No, I think...
Like, I'm sure you like it. Like, people are recognising you all the time, so, like, is that...
Okay, yes, privacy. Yes, people like to speculate who you're dating, what you're doing. That's why I'm just hanging out with my dog all the time.
So who are you dating? What's going on?
So Spencer's not been very lucky in love, are you?
I'm single.
Very good. And so for all the ladies in Ireland, you're going to be out and about in Ireland, aren't you? So where you're going to...
Yes.
Actually, everyone... What's the website that people can check out?
The website to check out is industryentertainment.ie if you want to find out where he is going to be around the country.
That's right. I've got an event... we've got 2 events in Cork on Wednesday.
Awesome.
One's for an Ethiopian death charity. That they're building some schools over in Ethiopia, and the other one's at Bishoptown Bar in Cork.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Oh, fair play, man.
Thank you so much for joining us. That's all we've got time for. And now it's time for Home and Away.
Yes!
Is there any...